Hey guys, J-Man here with a versus video. Now, normally we do a versus video with movies or shows and stuff like that. And I thought this time around, let's do a comic book versus. And we're going to do this a little bit differently. So we're going to talk about The Flash, Green Lantern. The reason I chose both of these is that, firstly, they're both a number one. They're both JSA characters that I love. The first statue I ever purchased was the Golden Age Alan Scott Green Lantern statue. Both comics introduce a new character. Judy and Johnny, I believe, is the character. I don't know if Judy and Johnny, not Judy, is it Judy? Yeah, Judy and Johnny. I don't know if they are super new or they're new for me, so they might not be new characters in the history of the character of Flash and Green Lantern, but they're new for me. They both involve flashbacks. So it's like what's going on now plus flashbacks. They're the same page count roughly. It's the same. It's not like this is a double size issue. They're both $3.99 price points. Both DC Comics. They both have a new villain. I think that's new. I'm not 100% sure again. They both deal with their personal lives and relationships. Alan with Johnny and Jay with Joan and Judy. I love the Golden Age heroes. That's another reason why I'm doing this. And then the final reason I'm doing it is that I gave The Flash a 9 out of 10 score using my space rating system, and Green Lantern got 1 out of 10. So I guess if you combine them, it's a 10 out of 10. So I gave Green Lantern a 1 out of 10 score, and I gave The Flash a 9 out of 10 score. We're just going to go by actual page to page. So I'm going to try something different here on my channel. I'm going to flip it. I'm going to try to record me going page by page to see how is it possible that I gave this a 1 and gave this a 9, all right, let's take a look at Green Lantern and Flash. Garrick, The Flash, Green Lantern. We're going to skip by anything that's an ad. So let's go to first page here. First page here, I'll try to, here, let me do it this way maybe. Maybe this will be better. There you go. All right, so the first page of The Flash, they both have the same ads on the side for Justice League Ruby, which I did pre-order. First page, we've got Flash and his daughter running towards something. They're talking about, there's some sort of problem. So they're running towards action. You have your credits here. You've got your credits here. This gives you a newspaper article, which is already boring because if I want to read newspapers, then I'll read a newspaper. Okay. So I did read this entire article. It has to do with Green Lantern having a fight with Solomon Grundy. I guess what you're asking yourself is, wouldn't it have been cool to see that fight instead of read about it? Probably would have been pretty cool, but it didn't happen. All right, next page. Let's go to Green Lantern, next page. So we'll try to figure this out somehow. Bear with me. I haven't done a video like this before. So there you go. We have Flash and his daughter finding a dam here, and it looks like there's some explosives that are attached to it, but his wife has also been kidnapped. So they decide to split up in this next page. They're splitting up. Jay is going to disarm the bombs while Judy goes to look for the mom. He's like, wait, but she's impulsive, so he has to continue on. So the next 2 pages here, this is Alan Scott talking with J. Edgar Hoover, and J. Edgar Hoover presents him with some documents, and he says, we want to see more of you with the JSA. That makes headlines. We want to see the JSA doing stuff. We need you to be a part of that. We need you to play ball. He presents him with, we see some memories here, so let's continue on. So right off the bat, these 2 pages contain lots of action momentum. It is The Flash, but still, this has some story. Now, you might be thinking to yourself, right, but this is establishing certain things. But it's not really establishing anything interesting or anything that couldn't have been established in like a 2-panel thought bubble, right? But anyways, let's continue on here. And these are my copies, so I don't want to ruin them. So we got the next 2 pages here. The next 2 pages here. So let's take a look at The Flash. So Flash, we have him. Oh, shoot, he forgot. He didn't see one of those bombs. He goes, boom, it blows up. Now he's got more trouble on his hands. So he only had to disarm these bombs, but now one of them's gone off, so now he's got to stop this water flow. So that's your 2 pages here, very action-packed. You get a little bit of Jay Garrick thinking like, oh, damn, what's going to happen here? Look at see his, the eye reaction. Let's go to Green Lantern. Green Lantern, we have the relationship with, I believe, is it Johnny is the character's name? I'm not 100% sure because I've forgotten, and I actually don't care to reread this to find out, but it is Johnny. You're right. It is, or I'm right. It's Johnny. So we have this going on here. Now, again, whether you agree or not doesn't matter. So this is rubbish, right? This is not very exciting for an issue 1. This is something that you focus on later on, perhaps in an issue 2 or 3 where something happens and we need to recall this memory. Right now, they're setting this up in the story because it's going to become important later. But I need to be interested first in the sort of action story right away. Anyways, let's continue on. We have the Superman ad, so skip that. We got a 1-pager here. Let's skip Flash. So look, it's almost the same format. We got a Superman here. And look, this is the same exact format, right? All right. So here we've got more action. He's got this boulder thing. He busts a bit of this mountain peak to kind of block the water. He zooms off, right? Here we have a mission where Green Lantern is just Alan Scott. He's not even the Green Lantern yet. So he's been Green Lantern for only 1 page, and that page is basically him talking to J. Edgar Hoover and getting blackmailed because of his relationship. And in that other page, they were talking about whether it was a sin that they were committing, either being together as 2 males or just being together out of wedlock, which is another sin that they were discussing. Because discussing of what is a sin is vital to comic books for me. That's why I buy comic books, is to have philosophical conversations. All right, let's continue. So here he's on a mission to find out about the Crimson Flame. So at this point in time, your interest is piqued. You're like, ooh, what's this Crimson Flame going to be about? Lots of words here, lots of dialogue, which is really essentially amounts to nothing. And I know that the writer of this thinks that he's writing Watchmen or something, but none of this is really important at all. Here's the next couple of pages. So now we find out here that Judy's missing, and they don't even remember who Judy is. He meets his wife, he hugs. Now this is what you would call your sort of, standard relationship, husband and wife. And they spend 1 panel hugging because, right, who cares? We understand that they love each other, so they have 1 panel where they hug. That's all we need. Do we really need do we need this? Do we need a double page spread of all this? Or can we just have this? Perhaps, could they just not have done this section and that's it, half a page? They get 1 panel. All right. So here we have, the story has now progressed. I don't know what page we're on, but present day, they wake up and Judy's appeared. And now their memories are coming back. So here's where the plot is starting. This is where there's a little bit of a twist where Judy got displaced and they didn't remember her. At this point in time, you would take this as a prequel to all of Jay Garrick's stories. And there's some villain that we did not know about who's responsible. Here we're back to Green Lantern. There's more talking, relationship talk, notes. I mean, I don't understand what any of this has to do with anything. It's boring. There's no excitement here. Even here, there's still excitement because they've just thwarted the dam and lost their daughter in a few pages, and now they get her back. There isn't even a section where they're talking about, oh, how great is it that, or just like talking about their lives or whatever, and then they get her back. They just instantaneously get her back. She's lost, she's back. In 1 page, we have to interpret what's going on in between these 2 pages, okay? She's back, they hug her. That's that page, that's this page. Relationship talk. Is this going to matter in the story? Yes, it is going to matter later in the story, but how much is it going to matter and how much do I care at the moment I'm on this page? I don't care at all at this moment. Let's turn the page here. Let's turn this page. Now here's where it's a little bit different. We do have a Detective Comics ad. So let's look at this page versus this page. So this is really a fair comparison. Judy is back. They show the room. They say, oh, kind of Bart was using it, and right, whatever. But here you go. So So we got to stop there. This, again, conversation talk. Oh, I've got my ring here, puts on his Green Lantern ring. He becomes the Green Lantern, zooms through. This is one of Green Lantern's powers, established early on in the Golden Age run of Green Lantern. So he's finally Green Lantern. So I don't know what page this is, but by the time we get Green Lantern becoming Green Lantern and going towards action, we have already had action, story, and character development on the same page. Here we've had only character development, but not great character development. You could also argue that this was not great character development either, but it only took up 1 or 2 pages where this took up forever. This page is the next page to compare. So let's flip. So now we got these 2 pages to compare to each other. Now again, dealing with family. She is looking back. Oh, look at everything I've missed. There's been so many flashes. She's obviously going to be feeling a little bit upset. Here we have, again, more relationship stuff. We've already had, this entire book has been their relationship. I'm not sure why this is so important. Like Lois and Clark have had less, in the first 3 years of Action Comics, there was less Lois and Clark relationship stuff than there is in the beginning of this comic. All right, so now we're on this page here. And this one we got to flip this way. Now we're back to 2 pages and 2 pages. All right. So now Flash does give us some relationship stuff talking about, oh, we've missed you and things like that. She's feeling upset and sad. But right after this page, she hears on the police or on the news that there's a robbery going on. She gives a look and a thought where we understand what she's thinking. Her name is Boom. Boom. She goes off to stop the criminals. Let's go. Now, we're not at the middle of the book yet. We're almost at the middle here for Flash. So we're not even at the halfway point of Flash, and we're already at the middle point of Green Lantern. So here we have the Crimson Flame, which is attacking and stuff like that. Now, again, Alan Scott is trying to do stuff here, but it's not Green Lantern. Like, I want to see Green Lantern do stuff. So what does he do here? It's really kind of unclear. They're just trying to survive this thing. We got a double page ad, so we'll continue from there. So these are the next 2 pages. Here we have relationship stuff again. So again, another page of relationship stuff, but they're talking about something. They're talking about their daughter. Oh no, she's missing. Where'd she go? We'll find out. Here we have more of a present day situation where, or at least later on, not a flashback, where Green Lantern lands. There's some sort of attack going on. Oh my God. So finally, we're here. We're past the halfway point of this comic where Green Lantern has begun to actually do stuff that looks like it might be exciting. Meantime, we're just at the halfway point. Judy is going to help these police officers catching bullets, this kind of superheroic stuff. Let's turn the page here. Got 2 pages again. Flash comes in, of course. Jay comes in for the save to help her out. He talks to her, says, listen, things have changed. We need to talk. So there's that. Again, more talking. So look, just as much talking as this one, right? But they're in costume. Here we've got back and Green Lantern goes off. I like this panel. This is a nice panel here with Green Lantern in his costume. I always thought this was a very cool costume. We flash back again to, now we see that this Crimson thing is like attacking in the city. Got 2 pages here. This probably has an ad. No ad here. All right. So here we're introduced to this new villain, Dr. Elemental. Oh no, is it Dr. Element? Something like that. Dr. Elemental. So I don't know if he's brand new or not. Let me know in the comments. So now we get to see what had happened. He had captured her and they forgot about Elemental. They forgot about Judy. We get to see exactly what happened here. So this is the stinger towards the end where we see she's been captured. Here we go back and forth. Again, he's Alan going into this Crimson Flame thing. Now here we have a little bit of some action. We see that Johnny is taken by this Crimson Flame thing. So this has all been leading up to Johnny being taken, Alan feeling bad about it, and what's going to happen with Johnny, who knows? Let's turn the page and see what happens. Got a 2-pager here, so 1 and 1. Flash is here, yay, so Flash is on this one. They find out that this guy, they find him here. He says, oh my God, oh my goodness, it's Johnny. I know who this is. This is crazy. Same thing here, revelation. So a bit of a revelation on this page, a bit of a revelation on this page. What happened? Mom, there you are. Oh my God, I'm disappearing. What's going on? Let's flip the page on this one. And now we're comparing this one to this one. Again, revelation, he's being taken. Now that revelation was just one page. This is a 2-pager. Oh my gosh. Alan is now going crazy here. There's some sort of, this is again, he's being upset because the Crimson Flame took his friend or his lover. Introduction of a new villain. We don't know what he's going to do. And that is the end here. And we've got some stuff and we're done. So that is the end of the Flash. Was there anything else at the back just to be thorough? Oh, this is the Green Lantern preview. Green Lantern is still going. And he is now he's in some sort of mental institution or something like that. So, what do you think is more exciting? This, which had a lot of action and still had family stuff and it had a new villain. This one, at the end, he's in an insane asylum or something. I mean, is that very exciting for Green Lantern? Like, what's going to happen next? He'll get out of the asylum. I don't understand. Like, I am going to get the second issue of this, and I'm also going to get the second issue of this as well. Again, this could become poor later. Maybe issue 2's trash. I don't know. What I'm saying is that for starting out, this is new villain. What the hell's going on? There's a villain out there they don't know about. What kind of damage is he going to cause? This one is Green Lantern is in some sort of asylum or something, or I'm like, well, he's just going to get out, isn't he? Like, I can guarantee you the next half of issue 2 won't even have Green Lantern in it. I'm buying superhero comics for action and adventure and science fiction. This has sci-fi, this doesn't. It had the Crimson Flame, which I thought was pretty neat, but ultimately didn't really go anywhere with that, at least in this issue. And I don't care, like, is it going to do something else later? Like, I don't understand. It just doesn't have any incentive for me to continue reading it. The only reason I would get it is for the name of Alan Scott. So there you have it, everybody. There's the comparison. Please let me know what your thoughts are in the comments, and I will see you next time.